so much, Mama, for buying me my purse and my shoes.
Well, that's your early birthday gift, so don't be looking for anything when your birthday finally gets here.
Girl, please. Now you know y'all spoil that girl. Trust you and me both. You will be getting her something else on that day.
Girl, whatever.
Y'all want some water? Thirsty?
Yes, ma'am, please, thank you.
Yes, I would take one too, baby. And what do you have in there sweet to eat?
Ooh, nothing, TT. I'm sorry. I ain't had a chance to go to the grocery store. Now, you said you wanted to talk to me about something?
Yes, sweetheart, I do. Barbara, do you mind? I really want to speak with her alone.
Yes, I do mind. It is no secret what you want to talk to her about with all this stuff up in here.
Mama, what is it? What?
Well, sweetheart, your father and I, we're really worried about you.
Worried? Why are you worried about me?
I mean, well, you know how you were raised in this partying and shacking up and fornicating lifestyle. It's just not okay.
Mama, what you mean it's not okay? I'm not 16.
Yeah, you're right. And I'm not trying to run your life or treat you like a little girl because you're not 16, right? Mm-hmm. Which means you're grown, right? And you make your own decisions, right?
Absolutely.
Well, let me ask you a question. You mean to tell me that you don't see anything wrong with the way you stand out in front of that church every Sunday, yet you living in habitual sin?
When you're involved in church, you're supposed to be perfect. If that's the case, nobody should be involved.
Look, baby. Did nobody say anything about you being perfect?
Barbara, stop it. But she's right, Stacy. I didn't say anything about being perfect, but you should at least be striving to live your life by the will of God.
I am striving. I go to church every Sunday and I go to Bible study too. That's not striving enough.
Girl, don't you dare try to act like going to church is striving. What? You think you get a check mark just for coming? Your attendance is not what determines heaven or hell.
Mama, will you please stop it?
Stop what, Stacy? Stop what? Stop trying to put you in remembrance of the will of God for your life?
No, stop trying to make me live a life that I'm not ready to live.
Well, I tell you what, if you're not ready to live the life, then I suggest you enjoy service from the pews and stop standing before the people because that's being a hypocrite.
A hypocrite, Mom. Really?
Yes, a hypocrite.
Baby, come over here. Sis, let me try to talk to her.
Yeah, somebody needs to.
Please, listen to your mother. She's not telling you anything wrong. However, I know how you feel. I was once in the very same shoes as you. I was going to church every week, serving in ministry. But when your auntie was done with them 4 church walls, baby, I was doing what I wanted to do.
Whatever.
When I wanted to.
Or whenever.
However I wanted to do it.
However, and she was a hot mess. That's what she was.
You know what? Which brings me to why I could not stand when people would talk to me about the way I was living. I used to say to myself, Christians are so judgmental.
Woo, you can say that again.
Girl, don't stay over here. But niece, I realized I was only saying that because I was comfortable living in my sin. And I wasn't ready to give it up. Or should I say, girl, him up. Him, girl, yes. But I remember, my mother used to always have to talk to me. She used to say, Barbara.
Barbara.
Do not play the role of a wife to a man who's not your husband.
But I'm not playing the role of his wife.
Well, what do you think you're doing, baby? If you continue to give the milk away for free, Stacy, that man is never going to marry you.
Whatever.
Look, don't whatever me. I'm trying to tell you what's going to help. If you continue to do what you're doing, he's not. Listen, I catered to a man for years. Do you hear me? But all I ever wanted that man to do was to go to church with me. I practically begged him, Stacy. And guess what? He went. And that man went consistently. That was the cherry on top for me. But you know, I went to work, and when I came home, baby, to an empty house.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It was a note saying he no longer wanted to live this life. And he said he didn't want to force anything on me because he knew I wasn't ready to change. Stacy, I never heard from that man again. It was maybe, 7 years later? Her and I decided to go to a church conference, and guess who it was standing on that podium?
Who?
It was him, sharing the same story I'm sharing with you today. Girl, you remember that?
Oh, yeah, I do remember that. Girl, we ran up out of there so fast so he wouldn't see us.
There was the one time I was happy for my big old Sunday hat. But niece, he introduced his wife. He talked about how sold out for Christ she was, and talked about when they first met. But he said what was most attractive to him was that she loved the Lord more than she could ever love him. That is when I got my wake-up call. I realized I was too busy going to church and not allowing the church to live within me. It wasn't until I got sold out for God before my God allowed my man of God, baby, whoa, to find me. You hear me? Girl, I was happy to see that man coming. But niece, I'm telling you, we have to be careful for what we're praying for. You know what? Don't think you all up in here praying for Frank. But let me tell you something. I prayed for that man just like that back in the day. But you better watch what you're praying for, niece, because you just might get it.
TT Bar.
Yes.
I am so sorry that you had to experience such pain in your life. But let me tell you one thing about my man Frank. I got him wrapped around my finger, and no matter what I do, he gonna always be mine.
You know what? I just don't get this girl. Stacy, I feel sorry.
Stacy, we didn't come here to argue with you. We're just trying to help you.
You know what, Mama, you right. I need y'all help.
Yes.
I really do. I need y'all help. It would help me so much if you guys let yourselves out.
Ooh, no, she didn't. Stacy called.
Mama, TT, please,
Girl,
let yourselves out. I love you, Mama.
Fine, we'll leave. But remember, we are not your enemies. I'll take my shoes back.
No, Mama, don't let you do that.
Ladies, how y'all doing?
Frank.
Oh, my goodness, boy.
Hey, babe. What was up with all that animosity?
They think I'm being a hypocrite.
Why would they think something like that?
Because they're holier than thou.
Man, I never understand that church stuff. Way too many rules.
It's really not. Some people just make it seem that way. God loves us all just the way we are.
I guess.
Anyway, how was your day?
Man, it couldn't have been better.
Really? What happened?
You know, today marked my 5-year anniversary with Miller Enterprise Group, right? And on top of that, you know that big contract I told you that Jimmy was bidding on?
Yes.
Man, we got awarded the job.
Oh my God.
Everybody got a $500 bonus, and I got my yearly raise.
Man, that's great. God really has been good to you. Why don't you come to church with me this Sunday to celebrate?
Who you talking about?
You. Babe, I really think you should come.
And why is that? Because your uncle is a pastor, and the first lady is your mom's sister, and y'all just this little perfect church-going family?
No, babe, you just sat here and told me about all the wonderful things that happened to you today. I want you to come to get an understanding for yourself. I mean, and honestly, it has nothing to do with my family. We're gonna be a couple. I at least want you to come to church with me sometimes.
Look, baby, I don't have a problem with going to church with you. Really, I don't. But if I do go, ain't nobody up in there gonna make me do a thing that I don't want to do.
Nobody's even gonna try, sweetheart. Just come.
Alright, Stacey. I'll go ahead and go to church with you on Sunday. Babe, don't make this no habit.
I promise you're gonna enjoy yourself. And don't worry about my family. They're just really, really old school.
Trust me, I ain't worried about what your family gonna think at all.
And that's why you my baby.
That's why it is my baby.
Whew.